Sometimes people in power throw fits. Sometimes these people like to enforce their personal morality. Sometimes people create really vague laws that become outdated quickly. Whatever the reason, there are some really crazy laws out there. Curious about what surprising laws you might be breaking? Well, I'm Mike with List 25, and from breastfeeding to singing in your swimsuit, here are 25 crazy laws you might be breaking.
$25.
In New York, men can be subjected to a $25 fine for flirting. While I'm pretty sure that this is one of those old-timey laws that never gets enforced anymore, how did they think babies got made?
24.
It's actually illegal in the US to connect to non-password protected Wi-Fi, even if that Wi-Fi is open to the public, like a cafe. Again, this is rarely enforced, but it can be, and people have been fined for connecting to public Wi-Fi without buying anything. Psst, put the password on the receipt, guys. Not that hard. How about we make it illegal for your password to be password with a 0 or any variation thereof?
23.
In the UK, if you vacuum, or hoover, after 8 p.m., you could be responsible for a nuisance charge because your vacuum makes too much noise.
22.
If you leave your Christmas decorations up past January 14th in Maine, you're breaking the law. No laws on the books about Hanukkah decorations, though.
21.
Wearing slippers is illegal after 10 p.m. if you're in New York State. Doesn't it get cold up there? Who could possibly ever even a little bit enforce this? Is this one of those laws that people pass just to see if legislators read laws? So many questions.
20.
Breastfeeding your baby in public is actually illegal in Idaho. In Idaho, there's no specific protection for breastfeeding mothers that exempts them from nudity and indecent exposure laws. There are in every other state in Washington, D.C. This means they can get a citation or even a fine, and businesses can ask them to leave or refuse service. Really, Idaho? Babies gotta eat. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves not supporting moms and babies. Not cool, Idaho. Not cool.
19.
In Oklahoma City, using permanent markers in schools is not allowed. Since the city has a huge problem with graffiti, there's a city bylaw that prevents things that can be used for vandalism, such as spray paint or permanent markers, from being in one's possession or used while on city property.
18.
If you're in Wyoming and want to take pictures of wildlife between January and April, you're gonna need a permit for that. Which really means the government has arbitrarily decided you need to pay them for something or you'll get in trouble.
17.
Trick-or-treating if you're over the age of 12 is illegal in Belleville, Illinois. The law is somewhat recent too. It was enacted in 2008. And if teenagers are caught knocking on doors for candy, it's a $100 fine plus possible jail time. That's so lame. Couldn't you have just made it illegal to go without a costume?
16.
Using cash to buy something secondhand in Louisiana? Nope, not legal. The state representative who co-authored this particular bill stated, they can give a check or a cashier's money order or electronic transfer. This may have been in order to keep people safe buying things off, say, Craigslist, but it's also a good way to make sure there's a record somewhere of any transaction done outside of a store. So that's creepy and invasive.
15.
If you live in Arizona and you have a specific type of cactus, a saguaro, you can't cut it down, even on your own property, that you paid for. One would assume you own the assorted flora on the property as well, but apparently not. As with many things though, there's a permit loophole. If you beg the government and pay them for permission, you may cut down a cactus.
14.
It's illegal to dance in the Thomas Jefferson Memorial in Washington, D.C. People have been arrested for this.
13.
Like to sing on vacation? Not in Sarasota, Florida. Specifically, no singing while attired in a bathing suit.
12.
Forgot to shave your legs? Chose not to shave your underarms? Ladies in Carrizozo, New Mexico, it's illegal for a woman to be publicly unshaven.
11.
In Virginia, cursing in public isn't legal. No one's arguing that it's polite or attractive, but illegal? It falls under a law that cites any profane or indecent language as a Class 1 misdemeanor. Imagine explaining your record to future employers during interviews.
10.
If you open Christmas presents early in South Carolina, you can be arrested on petty larceny charges. That actually happened to a 12-year-old boy in 2006, and yes, his parents actually called the cops on him and had him arrested. No word on Hanukkah presents though.
9.
Writing disturbing fiction is illegal in some states. Disturbing is left up to interpretation by judges and officials, but say for instance you live in Kentucky and you write about a fictional military attack, that could be seen as a terrorist threat and a felony. In other states, writing about someone getting hurt can be considered a threat or plan to cause grievous bodily harm. Oh, and this isn't just published work or works posted online. If they find your journal and you write, "I hate person X at school, I wish she'd get pushed down the stairs and break her leg," and it's found, you're in big trouble. Sweeping laws that can be easily taken out of context are bad, okay?
8.
If you've given your kid a weird haircut, or more realistically, allowed them to have the weird haircut they wanted, you could be breaking the law in Texas. I would love to see the haircuts that are so bad they made it a law. Please.
We did a video on that.
I know we did.
Yeah.
But were they in Texas?
Is that your thinking music?
It is now!
7.
Driving with more than 3 people in the front seat of a vehicle is breaking the law if you're in Alaska, even if the pickup truck you're driving has 3 seatbelts in the front. This number includes the driver, just so we're clear. Alaska also has a law saying you can't give alcohol to a moose, for some perspective.
6.
There are some oddly specific tickling laws. In Portland, Maine, you can't legally tickle a woman under the chin with a feather duster. Aside from it being a silly law, I want to see the story of how that became a law. Someone was very mad about something.
5.
Eating fried chicken with a knife and fork is illegal in Gainesville, Georgia. Fried chicken can only be eaten with your hands.
4.
In some states, you can't pump your own gas. No, really. In Oregon and New Jersey, if you get out and start pumping your own gas, you're breaking the law.
3.
Singing Happy Birthday in public is breaking the law. The song is copyrighted. So you're breaking federal copyright law by performing it in public, at a park, at a 2-year-old's birthday party. You could be fined.
Fine by me. I hate the birthday song.
Oh my. Yom
Horrible.
Haledet Sameach.
No.
Yom Haledet Sameach.
No.
Yom Haledet Sameach. What?
Okay, I just sit around awkwardly while people wave a flaming dessert in my face. It's a satanic ritual.
2.
It's technically illegal to talk to someone while in an elevator in New York. Specifically, one must fold his hands while looking toward the door. New York, y'all need to chill. Let people drink a big soda and wear slippers in elevators while having conversation.
1.
According to poorly worded laws relating to fraud and computer usage in the US, using a fake name online is illegal. So if you signed up as Doe, Jane for any accounts or made a fake Facebook/MySpace profile once, you broke the law. So, what's some of the silliest laws you've ever heard of? Let us know in the comments below. Enjoying our lists? Be sure to click that subscribe button in the top right corner so you don't miss out on new ones every Monday through Friday. Share them with your friends and help us consistently conciliate curiosity. And if you want even more lists, check out these 2 videos here or just head to our website at list25.com.